came to Kufa as the governor appointed by Yazid. Okay? He came and he had less than 20 people with him. Yeah, don't get the brother in the footage, okay? Yeah. Sorry? Inshallah, Assalamu alaikum. Ubaidullah bin Ziyad was sent with less than 20 people to Kufa. But when he went to the city, he basically threatened the people with consequences. And he also gave money to certain people to sell their souls to him. So the people of Kufa, who initially invited Hussein radiallahu anh to come and be with them, support them, or help them for whatever reason, whatever the theories are. There are multiple theories as to why Hussein radiallahu anh was going to Kufa. Multiple theories. One theory is that he was going to launch his rebellion against Yazid. The other theory is he was going to take the bay'ah from the people of Kufa so that he can be the next Khalifa, not Yazid, because he did not accept Yazid as a legitimate successor of Muawiyah radiallahu anh. Okay, while Hussein radiallahu anh kept quiet for 20 years of Muawiyah's reign. Why? And we believe Hussein was a lion of Allah. He was a lion, he was Asadullah. He was the son of Haidar. Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh, he was a man, he was Rajul. He was not a coward or a mouse who could be bullied and kicked around. No. Allahu Akbar. And he kept quiet for 20 years. Why? Because he knew his brother Hassan had given bay'ah to Muawiyah and had given power to him, had appointed him as the Khalifatullah. He stepped down, Hassan radiallahu anh stepped down and then put Muawiyah on the mimbar and gave bay'ah to him. This is clearly stated in the Shia sources and the Sunni sources. In Rijalul Kashi, there's a Shia book called Rijalul Kashi. There are reports that Hassan radiallahu anh gave bay'ah to Muawiyah, and then he said to Hussein, give bay'ah. Hussein gave bay'ah. And then their general called Qais bin Sa'ad bin Ubadah, he was reluctant. Hussein turned to him and he said to him, Innahu imami. My brother Hassan is my imam. So therefore I follow him and you follow him too, because he is our imam. And our imam has chosen Muawiyah to be the Khalifa. So we gave bay'ah to him. So when they gave bay'ah, they were not a bunch of hypocrites and munafiqs, that they had hatred inside their hearts, just as some Shias claim, and they just did taqiyya. This was taqiyya. This was just hiding their real beliefs, but they hated Muawiyah inside their hearts, and in spite or despite that hatred, they put him on the mimbar, or they put him on the masnad of Khilafah. This does not make sense. How can you? Okay, my question is, why did Hussein radiallahu anh come out to fight Yazid and not fight Muawiyah? Because he did not see them to be the same. He knew Muawiyah is a different person and Yazid is a different person. He accepts Muawiyah as his Amir, gives bay'ah to him, accepts him as Amirul Mu'mineen, Khalifatullah or Khalifatul Rasul, puts him on the mimbar and goes away to Medina. Hassan and Hussein, Hassanain radiallahu anhuma, both of them lived in Medina. Okay, now why is it that the same Hussein radiallahu anh, when Muawiyah dies, he leaves? He does not want to give bay'ah to Yazid, but he willingly gave bay'ah to Muawiyah. Clearly, both these individuals were different in the eyes of Hassan and Hussein both. Okay? And when people claim that Muawiyah poisoned Hassan, if Hussein believed Muawiyah was the one who poisoned Hassan, he would have fought him. He was a lion of Allah. We don't believe he was a coward. He was not a coward. He would have stood up, just like he stood up against Yazid. Very simple. What is my evidence? My evidence is his actions against Yazid. He did not accept him as to be the Imam. He said, no, Yazid is not my Imam. I'm not giving bay'ah to him. So he leaves Mecca for Kufa. Why? Because people of Kufa are inviting him. They write letters to him that we are with you. We are with you. Can you come and take our bay'ah? Can you accept our bay'ah? So they go. So if Hussein radiallahu anh can take his entire family with him and risk their lives over a mission he thinks is valid and justified, then why did he not fight against Muawiyah for those 20 years? He kept quiet. He did not move. He did not say anything. So the courage Hussein radiallahu anh had for Kufa, for Karbala, was the same courage he had when Muawiyah was ruling. So clearly Hussein did not agree with the Shia narrative. The Shia narrative is all made up. It is all fake. It was constructed later on in the 2nd and 3rd century of Islam, and a new religion was created around a political ideology called Shiaism that emanated from Iraq, mainly from the city of Kufa. This narrative, the Shias project backwards and put it on the Ahlul Bayt. The Ahlul Bayt have no idea about it. They don't know it. It did not exist in their minds or at their time. They were simply dedicated to what they thought to be true and justified. This is why Hussein radiallahu anh, when he comes out against Yazid, we know this is a line of Allah, who does not accept anything just because people are doing it. He has a mind of his own. He is independent. He's a line of Allah, and he will stand up against oppression when he sees it. And this is why he came out to the people of Kufa. And many people advised him, don't go. Don't go. And when these Shia Muammams, they asked this question from the Sunnis, where were the Sunnis? Where were the Sahaba? The question is, they were doing Hajj. This was the time of Hajj. The largest number of Muslims is on Hajj. And Hussein radiallahu anh chose to leave Makkah against the advice of many companions who gave him advice. Don't go. Don't go. These people will betray you. They will leave you in the middle of the road. They will leave your hand. They will disown you completely when they are threatened or when they are given bribes. And wallahi, what happens? We are told that Muslim bin Aqil radiallahu anh, his cousin, was sent to go and check out the situation. The reports go that he went to the city of Kufa. Close to 100,000 people gave bay'ah to Muslim bin Aqil for Hussein. They said, you are the face of Hussein to us. You represent Hussein today in Kufa. We give bay'ah to you. 100,000. What happens? He writes a letter to Hussein that things are fine, everything is stable, these people are with us, come. And then Hussein radiallahu anh starts to make his way to Kufa. And then on the way to Kufa, he meets a caravan of people. And then he asks them, how are the conditions? They tell him, don't go to Kufa, turn around, don't go. And some reports, authentic reports, tell us that Hussein decided to turn around, and instead of going to Kufa, he started to make his way towards Damascus, going straight to Yazid, to go and confront him head on, face to face. What was in his mind? Why was he making his way to Damascus? We have no idea, we can only assume. But then the next thing we see in authentic reports is that Hussein radiallahu anh has been killed by the people of Kufa. Now, what happened? What happened? He's not filming you. He's not filming you. What happened? What happened was, when the people of Kufa had already agreed to accept Hussein as their leader, and they had given their bay'ah to Muslim bin Aqil, and Muslim bin Aqil had written a letter to Hussein to come and take care of the situation. In this time, between this time and when Hussein started to make his way towards Kufa, things changed, because Yazid removed the governor of Iraq and exchanged him with a criminal called Ubaidullah bin Ziyad. A criminal, we call him a criminal, mujrim. He comes, and as soon as he enters Kufa, He tells the people of Kufa. And he came with less than 20 people. How many? Less than 20. Some reports say 18 people. If the people of Kufa, 100,000 of them stood in one place and they urinated, you know, if they urinated, 100,000 Kufans, if they urinated, these 18 people would have been. Yeah, this is a figure of speech. I am not saying that maybe urine of 100,000 people. I don't know how many liters that would be. Yeah, yeah. If you I mean, there would be a flood. Yeah. So these cowards, these munafiqeen, these liars, they betrayed Hussein. Immediately they got scared. Immediately. And this is not the profile of the Sahaba. Who are the Sahaba? All the Shia talk about, oh, where were the Sahaba? Where were the Sahaba? You're talking about the Sahaba? The Sahaba are the ones who fought the Persians and the Romans. They fought the Persians and the Romans in the battle of Qadisiyah. These same Sahaba, 12,000 of them, they fought 150,000 Persians. You're talking about them? You're talking about the Sahaba who fought the battle of Yarmouk, 40,000 against 240,000 Romans, according to reports. I know the numbers are probably exaggerated, right? But they were definitely outnumbered. The Sahaba were always outnumbered when they fought the Romans and the Persians. You're talking about them? If they were there, a scratch, a stone, or a stick would not have touched the body of Hussein and his family. Never. It were the people of Kufa, the munafiqeen, the liars, who always betrayed Ali and betrayed Hassan, and now they betrayed Hussein. Okay, so they took money from Ubaidullah bin Ziyad, and some got threatened into this. And then Umar bin Saad, who was the son of one of the companions, who was an unfortunate character, who is no hero to us because of his actions, he was forced by Ubaidullah bin Ziyad. He was threatened with his life and his family's life that if you don't lead this army against Hussein, we will do this and this. We say he should have told Ubaidullah bin Ziyad, kill me and my family. I will not fight Hussein. It's like fighting the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hussein is the living sign or the living legacy of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? Because he is the blood of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Hussein, he should have said, Umar bin Saad should have said to Ubaidullah bin Ziyad, I am not fighting, kill me. But he was a coward, and he ended up leading the army of Kufa, 5,000 Shia to Ali. These Kufans, they called themselves Shia to Ali. They are the ones who went out and they fought Hussein and killed him, killed his entire family, to the extent that only few women and few children were left alive. One of them was Imam As-Sajjad, Imam Zainul Abidin, Imam Ali bin Hussein. Okay, now I'm finishing.
I will have no time.
I'm finishing, and then you can. So the conclusion is, my brother, this entire Shia story around the battle of Karbala and the blaming of the Sahaba, the blaming of the Sunni Islam, okay, is actually propaganda. It's actually a false story. These are all lies. I believe if the Sahaba were present there, okay, they would never allow in their numbers, if they had 50 or 100 people with them, the Sahaba, they would never allow the body of Hussein to be touched. They would never allow that. But because they were not there, and the people of Kufa came out and they killed him. And then this is why the Shia to this day, they don't know where the grave of Hussein is. They don't know. They don't even know where the grave of Ali is, radiallahu anhu. What? No, they don't. They don't know. And the point is, what happened to them? Fine, we are the enemies of Ahlul Bayt, a'udhu billah. You claim, the Shia claim that we are the enemies. Okay, you are the lovers of Ahlul Bayt. What did you do with the bodies? Where we have all the bodies in Al-Baqi. Fatima is there, radiallahu anha. Hassan is there, radiallahu anhu. Usman is there. Okay, Ummahatul Mu'mineen are there. We know where they are. Where is Ali, radiallahu anhu? Where is Hussein? Where are the bodies? What did you do with them? So this whole story, wallahi, it is so disturbing. And then what happens? They create this false narrative around this incident, that we are the ones who are crying for them. Look at us. The people of Kufa were the first people to do this. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. This is and later on knives and chains and everything came out. Right? They are the first people, but they're the ones who killed the Ahlul Bayt. They're the ones who betrayed Ali. They're the ones who betrayed Hassan. They're the ones who betrayed Hussein and killed him. And this tradition, it comes from the Kufans. It's got nothing to do with Ali. None of the Ahlul Bayt are known to have done this or commanded this. So why are the Shia around the world doing this? You're going to see now, today is the 8th of Muharram. In 2 days, you're going to see the whole world, from Lebanon to India to Pakistan to Iraq to Syria, wherever they are, even in Yemen, they will be. This is the Sunnah of the Ahlul Kufa. This is not the Sunnah of Hussein. This is not the Sunnah of Hassan. This is not the Sunnah of Ali. So this is an irrational religion. This is an irrational, emotional religion. Fake emotions have been created around a story. Okay? And now people have made a complete religion around this political movement called Shiaism, and they always betrayed. Even it doesn't stop there. Later on, even later on, the Ahlul Bayt, whenever they raised the flag of revolution, let's say, against the Umayyads and the Abbasids, what happens? The people of Kufa always betray the Ahlul Bayt. Imam Zayd bin Ali bin Hussein, the son of Imam Zayn al-Abidin, he fought against Hisham bin Abdul Malik, one of the most powerful Umayyad caliphs, who ruled for 20 years. The people of Kufa betrayed him in the battlefield. They left him. Nafs Zakiyah, another descendant of Hassan, Imam Hassan, one of the great grandsons of Imam Hassan radiallahu anh, he fought against Al-Mansur, the Abbasid caliph. The people of Kufa again betrayed him, and he was killed. Okay, I mean, he was yeah. Okay, a lot of these battles took place in Hijaz, near Medina as well. Okay, and every time they were betrayed. Okay, now why the Umayyads and the Abbasids were killing them is another story. It's a very long story. What were the disputes? Why did they fight each other? And the main issue is Hussein. What happened to Hussein? This is a very important question. So I appeal to all the Shia brothers and sisters out there. Okay, stop blind following your parents, and stop listening to these lying muammams in your Husseyniyat who are lying to you, and read the sources yourself and decide. I advise all of you to read 2 biographies. Read 2 biographies. One is the biography of Hassan by Sheikh Ali Muhammad al-Sallabi. Okay, it is in English and Arabic. The second biography is the biography of Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh, also by Sheikh Ali Muhammad al-Sallabi. Read these 2 books, and then if you are sincere, you will see that you will change, inshallah. Allah will change your hearts and your minds, and Allah will accept your ibadah. We have nothing against our gullible, common Shia brothers and sisters in humanity around the world. We have nothing against them. Okay? This is about following the haqq, the truth. What I have said, if it's true, then think about it. If I'm telling the truth, follow it. If I'm telling lies, don't follow it. Thank you so much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.